What's up, you guys? Welcome to the Table Talk with Tottie Podcast. I am your host, Natasha Tottie Weston. Ooh, child. It has been almost a year since I last came here on the show, since I have shared a new episode with you guys. It has been a hot dog minute. And to be 1,000% transparent with y'all, I did not wake up this morning, plan, strategize, or anything for today's episode. And I want to give y'all just like a really open and honest conversation about where I've been, what's been going on, without making this too lengthy, and to let y'all know kind of where I am and what I expect of myself moving forward to serve at a different level, especially here in the online space. So, 2021, as you guys know, COVID happened, of course. As a full time entrepreneur running a business, it was a really challenging year because I focused less on my business last year and more on my personal life. I am consistently still in therapy, hallelujah, which has totally helped me to navigate and process through what has been a very confusing season. Like, it seems like it's almost never ending. But quick backstory, in 2021 I started dating, and I dated and I enjoyed dating, and then it had to come to an end. Um, and that surprisingly took me for a loop. I took that situation a lot harder than I had ever taken a dating situation. And just to be honest with y'all, I had to literally go back to square one and just like refine and refined myself. It's really interesting how when you have so many things going for yourself, how it could be one little area that you lack that could literally take over the your entire life. And that's essentially what had happened to me in 2021. And so I kind of lost a desire to do business in so many realms. But interestingly enough, my business grew by a lot as far as revenue in 2021. So it's really weird, honestly. But anyway, towards the end of 2021, I really started to feel like myself again. I started to really take time to spend time with my loved ones, spend more time with Tyler, spend more time with friends. And then God blessed us with a new place, brand new, brand spanking new apartment. Check out the apartment tour on YouTube, by the way. Yeah. And so we had so many transitions in 2021. You know, if y'all have followed me for a while, y'all know my mom and I have lived together for like, God, years, years, years. So it's always been me, my mom, and Tyler. And so you go from her moving out before we moved into the new place into me and Tyler having to find our own rhythm with just the two of us, to getting a new place, having to move, him having to switch schools, me kind of going through a little bit of a heartbreak, and still running a business. It was heavy. It was a heavy, heavy, heavy year. And so I vowed at the top of 2022 that I would just reclaim my time essentially and redefine what freedom really meant to me. And for me in this season, it's not working more. Y'all, I have totally lost the drive to hustle more. Like, I have no desire, absolutely no desire to find more work. What my goal is now is to serve at a higher level and to take all of my experience and all of the things that I've learned and all of the things that I've taught and all of the value that I've given and find a way to serve at a higher level. And I realized that that meant me being unaccessible to a lot of people. That meant me maybe losing a great percentage of my audience. That meant me just living in my truth, me just being me and whatever that looked like in that particular moment, and not trying to explain that to anybody. So today's episode has no title because I'm in that particular season where I am just literally just trying to exist. I'm just trying to be as open, as genuine, and as honest as I can possibly be, for one, with myself, Like, the reality is, I have lost so much of my desire to no sleep, all work. Like, that mentality is just, I've just, I can't do that anymore. It's just not good for my mental health. And a part of me is like praying, like, okay, God, so if I am not supposed to be doing business in the same realm, like, what exactly is that supposed to look like for me? And I can't give you guys an honest answer. All I know is that right now I just have to operate in a place of serving with what I know 1,000% and allowing that to lead me. So that's in a nutshell where your girl has been. And I had this whole like marketing campaign situation that I was going to do for season 8 because I've been gone for so long. But I woke up this morning and I was like, you know what? I just need to turn the camera on. I just need to turn the mic on. And I just need to let people know what's going on and just take it from there. And like, as a content creator, as someone who I've been doing this thing for so long, sometimes, a lot of times, we just get in our head so much that we spend more time in our head than in execution. And I do not want that to be my 2022. So this is going to be season 8, episode 1. I don't know how long it's going to be. I don't know if it's what you have expected as someone who has been subscribed to the show. But I do hope that you stick around because, yeah, it's going to be a very interesting ride. One that I am anticipating and super duper duper excited for. I know that I'm called to serve at such a higher level that it scares me. In the last year, I have been helping other people launch podcasts. I started my own network, which right now is a podcasting network, but the vision is for it to turn into a multi-dimensional digital media company where we house digital talk shows, podcasts, stage plays, etc., etc. That's the vision. That's the overall goal. And I got this vision for the network so many years ago. And it's very weird how God, like, he gave me the vision. I kind of knew how things were going to go in my head and on paper. But then when it started happening, it's almost like he has given me, he's kind of like wiped the taste out of my mouth for certain things in certain aspects of my current business. And he has given me so much passion and so much focus on the network. Like, I have so far this year already, we've launched 2 podcasts and they're both doing really well. People love them. Kristen and Anton have been great to work with. And I know that, like, it's like I prayed, like, okay, God, I need you to give me a break from my business. I need you to give me a break from my business. I need you to still allow me to make money so I don't have to worry about bills. But I want to build this network in 2022. I want that to be my focus. And then it was like God snatched certain things away. And it's like, I'm like, well, what you doing? Like, I said I don't want to have to be worried about bills. I don't want to have to do this, this, and that. And now you taking it away from me. And now, like, I got to worry about, and it's like, he was like, girl, you asked me to do something, I'm doing it. So now you complaining about how I'm doing it. So I'm kind of in that type of season, you guys, where I am just trying to remain faithful because my faith is being tested on so many levels. People that have been in my life, I can see dwindling away, and new people are entering my space, trying to fight off those old energies, those old environments, and repositioning myself to be in more wholesome conversations and be around people who are also on a self-love journey, people who are also trying to serve at a higher level, people who also know that there's so much more for them to do and that we can't let immediate physical circumstances discourage us all the time. And so I'm just I call it an odd place, but I know this is the space. This is like the incubator for the next level. That's where I am right now. That's a good way to put it. I'm in an incubator for the next level. Not too many people have access to me. I blocked a lot of people from being able to call me, text me. Right about now, if we don't schedule a phone call, I'm not picking up my phone. If we don't schedule a meeting, don't expect me to show up. Just being very particular in how I show up, who I show up with, and just trusting God that I'm making the right decisions in doing so. So I hope all of that made sense. I hope that this season brings lots of love and light. I have no clue what direction I want to take as far as the show. And that is very odd coming from a planner, right? I have a whole podcast planner. I teach my clients how to plan and how to strategically align their content with their business. And here I come with nothing. So I'm just keeping it a buck with y'all. I have no plan. I do have a few people that I want to bring on to have conversations with, not just about business, but just about self love, just about this season, because you know what I'm finding to be a common theme. I feel like a lot of us are in this space. I feel like a lot of us are in this space. I had a client text me yesterday. You know, she has been going through it all 2022 so far. Like, it was almost like she has not been able to come out for air yet. It's been one death after the other. It's been one thing after the other. And she's a creative, and I, you know, every time I see her go through something, I'm like, my God, when she comes back, she's going to be so loaded with value. She's going to be so loaded with gems. Like, life has really been slapping her around, but it's going to be amazing. And I feel like that's been the same for me. And that's why I had to just pull this microphone out today and talk to y'all and just jump on back in this thing. So just know that this is a very intentional season for me. I have no desire to talk to everybody. I have no desire to be around every circle, square, click. I have no desire for none of that. I'm here to share my journey. I'm here to give y'all what I'm supposed to give y'all in this season. And it may not look like what's common out there. It may not sound like what's common out there. But of course, I want to make sure to always keep real people here as well. So I've got a few people in the lineup that y'all are going to love hearing from. And they're going to be from the YouTube community more so, because if y'all don't know yet, that has been one of my main goals for 2022. I have said for years that I was going to consistently be on YouTube so that I can monetize my channel and eventually get off all these social media platforms. That has literally been the goal. And so far, so good. I have been doing a monthly vlog where I've been documenting my life. I've been documenting behind the scenes of me, you know, building my business, growing my business, being a mom, enjoying my friendships, and XYZ. And I started that strong in January, and the March vlog goes live tomorrow. So make sure y'all go over to YouTube and subscribe. So I'm trying to get things to where YouTube and the podcast are like my primary communication channels, just because these are my two, like, this is my element, right? Although, you know, the podcast I record in video as well, like I can just like put, y'all see if you're watching on YouTube, I have on a hoodie, I don't have on no makeup, and I got on joggers, and I am comfortable. And so I'm going to try my best to make these two places the places where we can communicate, where I can keep y'all up to speed with things that are going on with me. But anyway, back to my original point. There are some YouTubers, of course, that I am obsessed with, that I love their journey. I've watched their stories unfold, and I want to bring them on the podcast to share their journeys, because although they have like large communities on YouTube, they aren't necessarily being interviewed and stuff yet. And so I am in a space where I want to hear from people that are real, people that are transparent, because that's just what I need in my spirit these days. And so if I know if I need it, you guys probably need it too. But I say all of that to say, I know I'm not the only one that is in a very untitled season. I feel like a lot of us are, because to be honest, a lot of us have gone through a lot since COVID, and it has really like pulled a lot of skeletons out. It has really like dumped a lot of things in our lap that we weren't expecting, that we didn't plan for, and that we're literally taking day by day trying to figure out. And so, if that's you, you're in the right spot. I'm here on this journey with you. And again, I appreciate y'all so much for sticking with me, for rocking with me. I do appreciate it. Make sure you subscribe to the podcast on all major podcasting directories, so that when I post a new episode, you do not miss the notification. Make sure you subscribe on YouTube, youtube.com/official Tottie. I'll have all the information in the show notes. And yeah, I think that's all I got to say today. I don't want to sit here and ramble on for the sake of time. I just wanted to pop in and let y'all know I'm back, and I am excited about this new season and about this new journey, and I hope you are too. Connect with me on Instagram and Facebook. All of my information will be down in the show notes and in the description bar. So until next time, I hope you all have an amazing week, and I will talk to you soon.